This is not the only study to look at the arterial walls of those eating plant-based diets. This new study from China, for example, found that compared to omnivores, those that ate egg-free and meat-free diets had all the typical benefits of eating more plant-based: lower body mass index, blood pressure, triglycerides, total cholesterol, bad cholesterol, fewer free radicals, maybe better kidney function, better blood sugar control, etc. But does all that translate to actual differences in their arteries? Yes, indeed, the omnivores had comparatively thickened arterial linings, all of which suggests about a tripling in their probability of developing cardiovascular disease. They therefore recommend that more vegetables should be eaten instead of meat, and it's never too late to improve one's diet. Having said that, if those on plant-based diets don't get enough vitamin B12, levels of an artery-damaging compound called homocysteine can start to rise in the bloodstream and may counteract some of the benefits of eating healthy. In this study from Taiwan, the arteries of vegetarians was just as stiff as those of the omnivores, and they had the same level of thickening in their carotid arteries, perhaps because of the elevated homocysteine levels in their blood. The negative findings of these studies should not be considered as evidence of neutral cardiovascular effects of vegetarianism, but do indicate an urgent need for modification of vegan diets through vitamin B12 fortification or supplements. Vitamin B12 deficiency is a very serious problem, leading ultimately to anemia, neuropsychiatric disorders, irreversible nerve damage, and these high levels of artery-damaging homocysteine in the blood. Prudent vegans should include sources of vitamin B12 in their diets. One study of vegetarians whose B12 levels were really hurting even had thicker, more dysfunctional arteries than the omnivores. How do we know B12 was to blame? Well, when they were given B12 supplements, they got better. Their arterial lining started to shrink back, and the proper functioning of their arteries returned. Without B12-fortified foods or B12 supplements, when omnivores are switched to a vegan diet, they develop vitamin B12 deficiency. Yes, it may take dropping down to around 150 picomoles per liter to develop classic signs of B12 deficiency, like the anemia and our spinal cord rotting from the inside out. But way before that, we may start getting increased risk of cognitive deficits and brain shrinkage and stroke and depression and nerve and bone damage, as well as having our homocysteine shoot through the roof. And that may attenuate the beneficial effects of a vegetarian diet on cardiovascular health. The beneficial effects of vegetarian diets on cholesterol and blood sugars need to be advocated, but at the same time, efforts to correct vitamin B12 deficiency in vegetarian diets can never be overestimated.
Hi guys, today we're going to talk about something that is related to our health, and it is something that is getting popular these days. And I'm not talking about eating fruits, but rather something to do with fruits itself, and that is juicing. I'm sure you've had fresh juice made from shops outside, and I'm sure you've made some fruit juices yourself at home using a blender. But I don't think it's getting too, as in a lot of people are doing it these days, because not many people know the benefits of juicing. This video that you're seeing here is going to talk briefly about how juicing can improve our health. So, this is a picture of a nice variety of fruits, and of course, this next slide here looks into vegetable juice and all the variety you can see here. You can see cucumbers, capsicum, tomatoes, garlic, onion, cabbages. But why would you want to juice fruits or vegetables? Now, I'm sure for those who have some experience juicing, you will know that juicing vegetables is probably the most difficult of all. But I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm just going to talk to you about the main benefits of juicing. And the first one is juicing for weight loss. Is it even possible for this to happen? Of course, but it depends on what sort of fruits to choose to juice from. The main reasons why it is good is the high fiber content and the cellulose, and it gives you that feeling of fullness or that satiated feeling, because fruits which are juiced are high in fiber and high in cellulose, and they make you feel full, and they reduce food absorption. Well, not to say reduce food absorption, but actually slow down absorption. And it tends to make you eat less, rather than just eating snacks and keep eating chips and chocolates and things in between big meals. These are the sort of things that you should eat, okay? It combats cravings of sweet foods and high-calorie foods, which are bad, obviously. So why not try juicing apples, grapefruits, oranges, and peaches? Another thing that why juicing is beneficial for us is it gives us a lot of energy, and it also depends on the types of fruits. And the reason why it gives energy is the antioxidants that it has in a lot of these fruits. For example, apples and oranges, strawberries, they are rich in vitamin A, C, and E, and bioflavonoids is high in fruits like grapes, black currants or berries and things like that. Carotene is also high in carrots, which is obvious, everyone knows that. And all of these two things, they help provide energy to sustain our everyday activity. So carbohydrates can be also found. And the important thing about fruit juices is that they are low in high processed sugar, but they have higher amounts of complex sugars, which is good. We need that. Iron folate is also another mineral that we can find, which helps replenish our red blood cells, our bodily cells. It helps in cell regeneration, which is also important for energy. I'm sure most of you would have heard that a few fruits or a few vegetables are beneficial for common ailments like the common cold. So I'm going to give you a short guess of what is it. Okay, I hope some of you guys have think of it, but of course the first thing is ginger. As you can see, ginger is very, very good for flus, the common colds. It has also a very good anti-inflammatory effect and an anti-vomiting effect. It has also been used for pain relief, but generally it's been used for stomach upsets, flu, and motion sickness. So a good juice preparation will be ginger and fruits. So together these two things, they can make a very good ginger and honey. This is the other one, and it's got a palatable juice. It's healthy, it's wholesome, and I always take a cup of ginger juice to help me when I have the common cold or the flu. The other thing is spinach, which helps in anemia. Bet you didn't know that, because green leafy vegetables are high in iron. Carrots, obviously, for eyesight and acne. Now there are a whole lot more benefits of drinking juice. We'll discuss more of it on our website. So if you can hop up to our website at www.jailjuicer.com, and you'll find more health benefits and more juicing recipes. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you.
The top 5 health benefits of sea salt. Number 1, a strong immune system. Sea salt can naturally strengthen your immune system to a great extent. As your immune system is boosted, your body becomes more resistant and fights off various autoimmune disorders such as the flu, fevers, common colds, and allergies. Number 2, weight loss. Believe it or not, sea salt can actually help you shed those extra pounds. It helps the body to create digestive juices so that the food you eat is digested faster. It also helps to prevent buildup in the digestive tract, which eventually can lead to constipation, weight gain. Number 3, asthma. Sea salt is very effective in reducing inflammation in the respiratory system. Thus, the production of phlegm is slowed down so that you can breathe easier again. Some say that sprinkling sea salt on your tongue after drinking a glass of water can be just as effective as using an inhaler. But the great thing about sea salt is that it has no side effects when taken in moderation. Diabetes. Metabolic disorders such as diabetes can be treated by sea salt. The sea salt can help reduce the need for insulin by helping to maintain proper sugar levels in the body. Thus, the salt is an essential part of the diet if you're a diabetic or at risk for the disease. And number 5, muscle spasms. Sea salt is a good source of potassium. It also helps the body to absorb it better from other foods. Potassium is essential in helping your muscles function properly and is effective in helping to prevent muscle pain, spasms, and cramps. And get the benefits of our high-quality sea salt and a 10% discount at the Amazon Marketplace at our store. Please see the URL in the